on the Six Screens Telenetwork, earning the reputation of giving all the right ingredients, uninhibited, and exposing the hard, cold facts about the Watchtower Society.
And now, here's Disney.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome in once again tonight to another rockin' awesome night up here in Boston at the Six Screens. Well, my name's Rick Ferrin, and I'm glad you are with us. Thank you for wanting to share some time with us tonight. Well, you're probably expecting Barbara Anderson. Well, I was on the phone with her today, and she's still just a little under the weather, so we can't get Barbara on with us. But that's okay. We'll go forward, and we're going to be talking to our audience. We're going to have people calling in from pretty much all over. But, you know, many people out there listening to this program have been touched by the tentacles of the Watchtower. So if you have, this would be a nice night to call in and voice your concerns of being in the Watchtower. Why, friends, I have to tell you, I am just amazed to see a religious organization crumbling. And it makes my heart glad to see that. All you folks listening in tonight as well, I do believe you'll agree with me that the Watchtower organization really is dead. As we say, it hasn't fallen over yet. Now, you probably say to yourself, come on, Rick, are you looking through rose-colored glasses? The Watchtower is going to be around a long time. Friends, look at. I'm not a Notre Dameist. I'm not a person that can look into the future, psychic, and tell you what's going to happen. But did you ever hear of the word a person who reads the future based on what they see in the present? They call them futurists. And you guys are futurists. You're seeing what's going on. You're seeing the Watchtower in big time trouble. So you have to be a futurist. And I use the example here so many times on the Six Screens that, if you're going to buy a Chevrolet and you've been hearing that Chevrolets are the greatest car in the world and you want to buy one, but all of a sudden you go to a Chevrolet dealership and it's closed, and then you go to another one, it's closed. If it's the greatest car in the world, why aren't they selling Chevrolets? I mean, they are. I mean, Chevy's a good car. I'm not saying they're closing or anything, but I'm using this analogy because that's what's going on in the world of the witnesses. We hear from the Watchtower, and we hear from loyal witnesses that are deeply entrenched in the Watchtower how great it is. Oh, we're growing. It's wonderful. That is a crock of baloney. The Watchtower organization is not growing. They are going backwards. Their image is tarnished. There's nowhere for them to go. They are damaged goods. Their expiration date has run out, like anything. Friends, we're in the year 2025. And just to remind you, 50 years ago, that was 1975. I can't even believe that. That was 50 years ago, was 1975. And here we are today. Wouldn't you say the Watchtower's expiration date has run out? Armageddon was supposed to come way back in 1975. Where is it? So that's what, I'm so glad to report. There are people leaving this organization like never before. And you might say, well, Rick, where's the evidence? I'm going to give you the evidence. Now, let's just keep things in proper perspective here tonight. I say this all the time. I know I'm repeating myself, and I know you've probably heard it 20 times before. But the Watchtower, in its history, has had two periods of time where 250,000 people have left the Watchtower in a given couple of years. Did you know that? Well, you say, well, when was it? Well, you got to go back to the 1920s when Judge Rutherford became the second president of the Watchtower organization. 250,000 Bible students left. Yes, they did. They did not want to have Rutherford as their president. So they left, and that was around 1923, 24, somewhere in there. So they got up, they packed their bags, they started their own movement. They're known today as the Bible students. And there's a few different you could say, splinter groups of the Bible students. There's Chicago Bible students and the Dawn Bible students and a couple other groups as well. So they're alive and well, but they're not, prosperous today. But the Watchtower has had a couple of years in the 20s, like I say, 250,000 people. And then in 1976 in there, 250,000 Jehovah's Witnesses left then too. Yeah, they left because the Watchtower said that Armageddon was coming. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The Watchtower can argue all they want. Well, we never said it. People were running ahead. You know what they say? That is baloney. The Watchtower said 75 Armageddon coming and didn't come. And a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses said toodaloo to the Watchtower. So, at times this does happen. And I'm just going to say hello to Dan Clark. Hello, Dan. Are you on with us? You want to speak up? It's *6. If he's on there with us, I believe he is.
Hey there, Rick.
Hi.
Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Dan. Did you want to come in and be like a co-host or a host of the program tonight? It's up to you.
Sure. If you need us, well, absolutely.
Yeah, in fact,
Why not?
yeah, why not? Well, you'll be on the line. That's good. I sent you a link. You don't have to come on video if you don't want to, but you can stay on the line if you like, whatever you want to do. All right.
Okay. What's easiest for you?
Well, I mean, either way, go ahead. Hit the link. I sent you a link, and you want to come on along with Angela, that's fine. And I'll talk until you come on. That's great.
Okay. Let me see where the link is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right.
If we can get it to come on.
All right.
If it comes on, then I'll. Okay, I think it says we're entering studio.
All right.
Are we there? Are we on yet?
Let's see. Let me.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Okay, let me just write her name.
Okay, we're going to get Dan and Angela going to come on. Barbara Anderson tonight, like I said, isn't doing well. And we got Dan and Angela come on here right now. So let's bring them on. Add them to the stage. All right. Nothing yet, Dan. Nothing yet. But
Let's see.
You just take your time. But as I was saying, Barbara Anderson couldn't come on tonight. She's not doing well. Like I say, she had the flu and she's still getting over it. But she'll be back with us hopefully in 2 weeks. So we're looking forward to Barbara Anderson coming on as well. Well, there we go. Right now, I do see Dan and Angela, and let's bring them on stage here right now. Whoop. All right, there we go. All right, there's Dan. Hello, Dan. All right, we'll see if we can't get Dan to see what's happening. Dan, can you hear me? If you can hear me, raise your hand. We just got to get his microphone turned on, I guess. I'm not sure why that's happening, but we'll see what happens. We'll get Dan on with us. See if Dan's microphone. Whoop, there he's off now. We'll see if we get Dan back. But anyways, we're going to get Dan on with us and Angela, and they'll be able to join our party tonight and have some fun with him as well. Just give him some time to come on. But friends, I have to tell you something. I was talking to Barbara Anderson, and let's see, there comes Dan again. Okay, let's see if we get him on now. Let's add him to the stage. Hello, Dan. Good. Hold on 1 second. Let me just put my mic on here so we can hear you nice and loud and clear. And that'll be good. I do have a microphone here somewhere. All right, hold on 1 second, and we're going to get this all set. All right, there you are. You guys are looking good tonight. My goodness. Always good to see you. So there we Well, thank you. Things are moving in the right direction. Boy, I'll tell you, Dan, there's more and more people leaving the Watchtower than ever before. And I've been doing this now for 20 years. I have never seen the activity that I'm seeing. I'm getting emails galore. People are saying that they're leaving. And you know something, Dan and Angela? It's not just young ones. For many years, we've been preaching here on the 6 screens. It's all young ones leaving, and they've had enough. But boy, all of a sudden, I'm getting people writing me. Their fathers coming out, their mothers coming out. The whole family's leaving, Dan and Angela. Isn't it something? So, yeah. So, Barbara's usually on at this time. I talked to her today, and she said she couldn't come on. She had the flu, but Barbara Anderson, and she'll tell you. She tells the people on the air here she's going to be 85, and she's still kicking. And I wanted to mention. In fact, I'm going to mention to the audience tonight what is preliminarily taking place. As you guys know, we do have a convention. You, Dan and Angie, you do have a talk. If you can make it there, I'm not sure what your position would be, but if you come, you do have a talk there you'll give. And what there, in fact, Dan and Angie, I'm in the process of moving myself right now this week as I speak. It is a chore. It is I'm telling you, it is. In fact, it was in the Awake magazine back in the 1970s, and they listed uh, 10 of the most stressful events in life. And of course, well, number one, I never totally agreed with. I believe it was public speaking. People have a real fear of that. You guys don't. I mean, you guys are naturals at it. But some people, I mean, they have a real fear of public speaking. And then number 6 or 7 was moving. That's a very stressful event. And especially as you get older, I just can't believe the amount of stuff that you accumulate. In fact, hold on one second, guys. I'm just what you're saying is absolutely good. I had the wrong channel on here. I went live. I'm gonna go back. Just hang in right there for 1 second, okay? Just hang in there, okay? And I'm gonna introduce this program. We're gonna go. Let me go over here. We're gonna end JW World News. We'll end that one here. All right, so end that.